Today I'm going to show you how a brand new business, not even a month old, with no revenue to show, can still get over 100K in business funding. I recently helped a rental car business do the same thing, and it only took us less than 30 days. Now make sure you listen to this entire video so you get all of the information that you need to make this happen for yourself. But if you want to get help with funding for your business, whether you're seasoned and already making money in your business and just want to leverage some other people's money, or you're brand new with a brand new LLC and you just need funds to get things started and ramped up, go down to the description and book an appointment with me before I start the wait list in November, because I need to dramatically cut down on how many people I'm taking in order to make sure I deliver quality results to everybody I'm helping. And I'm already picky about who I let in. So again, go ahead and go ahead and book an appointment before I start that wait list in November. But let's go ahead and jump in. So look, if you're brand new in business, or if you've already been in business, then you already know it is kind of hard to get everything started or get things ramped up without having enough money in your business. Now, this could be a lack of money from not having enough revenue coming in or no revenue coming in. It could be because you don't have enough cash flow. That is, you got money coming in, but you have expenses that are kind of eating into your cash flow, or the fact that you don't have access to capital, which extends access to extra money that you can use to do what you need for your business even before you have the money coming in. And of course, that also gives you manageable payments on larger amounts of spending so that you can manage your cash flow better while you're waiting on money to come in. Either way it goes, running a business can become kind of expensive, because when you're paying people to work for you, whether it be, W-2 employees, whether it be contractors, it could even be, a few VAs you have on your team, all the way to getting enough inventory in to handle extremely large orders, or maybe a potential big customer that might want a lot of inventory from you. Or even if you're in construction and the equipment that you need to handle certain jobs can cost a good bit of money. And by not having the capital you need to get that equipment, now you can't take on a job, and now you've lost out on money. And we all know most businesses fail because of their lack of money coming in, especially in those beginning years. So, of course, having access to the capital you need is going to be the most beneficial thing that you can do for your business. But it's not just about having the money, it's also about having a plan. And look, I know you guys want to get straight into the meat and potatoes of things, but these things that I mentioned at this moment are very important too, because these are the things that business owners don't really like to think about or focus heavily on. And that's where they really mess up. That's why I'm trying to focus on these things first before we get into all of that. But look, having a plan for your money is going to be super important, because once you get access to money, you have to already know where that money is going to go. As a business owner, you have to already know what type of return on investment you can get for that. Other than that, you might get access to capital as a new business owner and start ordering a bunch of DoorDash, getting stuff that you need personally while you're trying to figure out what it is you're actually going to do with this for your business. And then you'll end up owing money and have nothing to show for it. And of course, that's a crazy example, but I just want to throw out there that you need to have a plan for how you're going to spend this money so you can use it wisely and get the most benefit from it. And the best plan for most businesses, whether you're new or even a little bit seasoned, is to focus on your marketing, because people have to know that you're there in order to buy from you. And there are other important things too, but that is a very important thing that a lot of business owners also overlook. Okay, so now let's jump into one of the things that you guys more so want to hear, which is the fact that you have to go to the right banks. Now, before I jump into that, what is like the first places, even if it's not like a traditional bank, maybe it's a credit union, maybe it's a regional bank in your area, maybe it's a non-traditional lender, maybe you're not even thinking about getting business credit, maybe you're thinking about just getting a personal loan or credit card to try to fund your business. But my question is, what is the first option that really came to your mind when you were thinking about getting some money or capital for your business? Or maybe you were thinking about dipping into your savings, your 401k. I really want to get an idea of what is most business owners' first idea of where they think they need to get the money from to go ahead and get started with their business. So leave that down in the comments. But let's talk about what are some of the best banks to go to try to obtain funding. And we'll talk more about the next steps after this. But the best banks to go to is really going to be a lot of the larger banks, because those banks are really giving out the most money at this current time. Now, again, I'm saying at this current time because there are a lot of economic forces at play And honestly, we don't know how long banks are going to be giving out money the way that they are right now. And if you've been on this channel for a while, you've probably heard me say this multiple times, but I really don't think too far beyond 2025, like probably before it starts or like right in the beginning of it getting here, it's going to be harder to try to get these type of funds from these banks. And if the larger banks aren't giving out that much money, it's going to be a lot harder to get money from the smaller banks, of course. And the banks that I'm going to tell you are the best ones to go to are some of the best options because they're giving out a lot of money, but also because they don't require any documentation. And that's one of the key things when it comes to getting high limit funding for brand new LLCs, because brand new LLCs don't have any revenue coming in. But guess what? You are allowed to project your revenue. Now, of course, you have to have really good projections to also get the end result that you're trying to get. But the fact that you don't have to provide proof of income when you're doing the application is what's really going to be helping out a lot of you new LLCs that are out there. And again, this applies to even a seasoned business owner that's going to be starting a new LLC for some reason. So now, what are some of those banks that you want to go to? I can tell you, right offhand, Chase is going to be one of those banks. American Express is going to be one of those banks. Wells Fargo, PNC, Truist. These are just some of the banks and some of the best banks to go to get no documented funding for your business. And of course, you have to think about the fact that, there are different banks in different states, in different areas. So it's always going to really apply to the banks that are in your area and especially, in your close geographical area as well. And that's something that I help my clients figure out as far as the best options to go to that is close to them. Because with some of these banks, you can apply online, of course, but with some, you're going to need to go into the branch. And of course, some I have some connections with, and it makes it a lot easier to get access to what we need for the business. But, there are several factors that go into this. And one of the next things that you need to be focused on is not just what banks to go to, it's what products that you want to apply for. See, almost every business owner, when they're thinking about getting funding for the first time for their business, the very first thing that they think about is getting a loan. Now, while it's not like a overall, just like extremely bad option, it's also not the very best option that you can choose, especially for a brand new business. Why do I say that? Well, because loans usually require a 2-year time frame of being in business before they will even give you a loan. Now, with some different banks, it may vary, but most of them are going to be this way, especially the ones that don't require any documentation. The same applies for most lines of credit, not all lines of credit, but most banks are going to require at least 2 years in business. So that's going to rule out your new LLC. However, business credit cards are going to be the best option for your new LLC because they don't require any type of time frame within business. So this gives you immediate access to a form of funding that you can get for your business in higher limits and get more than enough money that you need. Not to mention, unlike loans and lines of credit, you also can build up rewards points for how you spend money in your business, and then you can use those points for travel and perks for your business. You get a platinum card, you build up a lot of points, and then you can all of a sudden start going to these lounges, redeem your points for very good hotels and travel on maybe a Chase card. You can really benefit from using these business credit cards way more than you can from loans and lines of credit, which don't give you that option. Plus, you also get the benefit of having a revolving line with the business credit cards, meaning you don't have to pay it off immediately. You spend a large lump sum of money, you pay like 1% on that money, and while you're making that manageable payment, you're waiting for revenue to come in, and then you pay off the card, and then everything's all good. And also, you're usually getting this at 0% interest when you go to the right banks with the right cards with the right offer. So the business credit card is going to overall be the best option to go to when it's time to get money for your business. And of course, if you can get grants, get free money and all that stuff, get that too. But this is going to be the best option for you in regards to your business. And if you guys are liking this information so far, make sure you give a video a thumbs up so YouTube can know this is a good video to show this to more people. It'll only take you like 3 seconds. This probably like your second, third video in at this time, isn't it? But yeah, go ahead and hit that like button because you've been liking the videos enough to watch more than one. So go ahead and like the video and subscribe if you want to keep getting good information like this. And look, I understand you guys have been hearing all of this information about getting the no PG accounts to build up credit for your business. And hey, those things are good to do too. But you're in business for some type of reason. You're trying to actually, leave your 9 to 5. You're trying to get some extra money going on the side. So the quicker you can actually start making money in your business, the better it's going to be for you. So, it can take some time to try to build up those vendor accounts and then, build going up tiers and everything like that. By all means, you can still do that, but these business credit cards with the PG, and that's personal guarantee if you're unaware of what that is going to help you skip the line as far as having to wait a whole bunch of time. So by leveraging your personal credit, you can get access to the money that you need a lot faster to grow your business a lot faster than waiting the time it takes to do those vendor accounts. And then ultimately, when you're trying to get like actual money to spend for your business in that way, a lot of times you do have to show proof of income, which is going to hurt a lot of you guys that's with new LLCs. And even though you have a PG, it doesn't mean that it reports to your personal credit. It does not report to your personal credit as long as you go to the right banks, of course. And I just already named a few of them for you. So by doing that, you can ensure that it doesn't report to your personal credit. That way it won't hurt you if it's time to get a car or a house. You can use this business credit a lot more freely than you can if you're using personal credit to fund your business, because then it will be actually hurting your personal credit score. So again, don't be scared to do the PG. It's going to help you grow your business faster. Because again, if you get access to $50,000, you can now start running Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads. You can pay somebody to run ads for you. I told you guys marketing is going to be one of the best ways to get your business known and seen so you can start bringing in more money. So if you have access to a whole lot of credit, then you can actually start doing more advertising and get professionals to do it for you to grow your business faster. And again, don't be scared of, getting access to a whole bunch of money and not doing nothing with it, or doing the wrong things with it, because I already told you guys, make sure that you have a plan so that you can know how to use this money, so that you don't have to be scared if you get access to it, because a lot of us have just been scared of using personal credit from hearing about credit cards on the personal side and people misusing them on the personal side, or maybe you misused a card on the personal side before. But now you're using it for business. You're going to have a strategic plan to get a return on your investment for any money that you spend on the card in a strategic way, to use it to get points to build up that you can then use to benefit you and your business. And again, if you need help with getting access to these funds, go ahead and book a call with me down below. Now, knowing how to access this money is one thing, but knowing what your credit profile needs to look like in order to actually get approved for 100,000 or more, that's a whole different story. So check out this next video to learn what your profile needs to look like in order to get approved for 100K or more for your business. Or if you feel like your credit is just not in a place right now to try to do anything in regards to using the PG, check out this video to see how to increase your credit score in the next 30 days. And I'll see you in the next video.